Hey guys, it's me, John Anthony Chihak Soltero. I am the anti-hero, and I'm here to give you a little update on the Bubba Patrol and also do something a little bit different. I haven't really spotlighted my art, like showed you what I'm working on. I've done some, um, like during Inktober, I did some videos of me actually sketching, which was a lot of fun, but it's a little pressure inducing at the same time. Also, my phone does not have the storage capacity to film super long videos, so I'm not going to do it that way. So the update on the Bubba Patrol hard drive situation, as some of you know, last week, not this past week, but the week before, the hard drive containing absolutely everything for the Bubba Patrol issue 3, all the Bubba Patrol files. There is some stuff that's backed up from previous issues, fortunately. Photographs, pictures, videos of the Bubbas, more than 10 years worth of photographs, design work, things like that. That's on this drive. It popped open. SWS here in Tucson is taking a look at it currently. They've done 2 full sweep scans of it, taking a look at what's going on. It's not registering the drive at all. Like it's showing the drive is there, but they're not seeing any files. I take that as a good thing. And the reason I take that as a good thing, and I did talk to several tech people about this, I did talk to the people at SWS about this, is what I'm thinking is when it fell and it popped open, the reader or one of the connectors that would allow the drive to be read by the computer broke, disconnected, something like that. Meaning that it's not going to read anything. It's going to say, yeah, this is a drive, but we're not seeing anything on it. So my next step, once they do the 3rd and full sweep of it this weekend on Monday, if it still shows nothing, will be to get it to my brother-in-law, to have him take a look at it. It's probably going to take some time for him to do that because it's a very delicate process to take the platters and move them over. I saw it done on like a YouTube video, and it took literally a couple of minutes. I am not tech savvy like that. I don't want to chance that. I would rather have somebody who knows what they're doing, somebody I know and trust who's done work like this for me previously for my computers, and I know we can get the job done. So the Bubbas are powered by hope. So am I. The Bubbas never give up. Neither do I. So I'm very optimistic about this. The Bubbas are very hopeful and optimistic about this. That being said, let's get to showing you some of the stuff I've been doing. Now, this is sketch covers and one sketch that I've been doing since December. There are a couple that I do not have with me because they were commissioned. One that I completed Friday night, I turned in to an auction on Saturday, and it's a Mandalorian with Baby Yoda. For an art auction at Charlie's Comic Books here in Tucson. We're doing an event on February 1st. That's Saturday, February 1st, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. The silent auction, you can bid on the event site on Facebook for original artwork. There's signed comics. There's going to be I saw like 3 gigantic movie-sized posters of Lord of the Rings. There's usually all kinds of stuff that's donated, contributed, stuff that Charlie gets as promotional items and saves for these events to raise money for the Southern Arizona Community Food Bank. Super good cause. People tend to donate a lot of food and money during the holiday season. We're starting the new year. Let's get the Community Food Bank off to a really good start. 100% of what you bid, 100% of what you contribute to raffle tickets goes to the Community Food Bank. Charlie doesn't take anything off the top. He's big about community. I'm really big about community. I know the importance of the Community Food Bank. And 4 times a year, we do charity events through Charlie's. So please check that out. I'll put a link to the event page in the description. I'm also going to put a link to my eBay store, which is where these sketch covers and sketches are going to be. So without further ado, let's get started on some of these. I got stuck on a concept doing a mashup. I did two pieces, and I call it Weapon Elsa. I'm a big Wolverine fan. I love the Weapon X storyline, and I decided to do something that's, a little cheesecakey, but at the same time not super sexy or lewd. If you see, her claws are actually made out of ice. Her dress is actually used as the hand wraps, and she's still kind of got the loincloth there. I've never seen Frozen. I will be honest with that. I love the character designs, though. I went to school for animation, and the designs are solid. And creating comic books myself, character design is a big thing. Environmental design, concept design. I love all that stuff. I love the behind-the-scenes stuff about animation more than actually doing the animation. And comic books is all the pre-production stuff, behind the scenes, which is really, really cool. I saw a couple of different Wolverine Weapon X poses, so then I did a second Weapon Elsa. Again, the ice claws and her loincloth dress is shredded. You get a little bit of a different body type. I think she's a little leaner in this piece. And I believe this is, if I remember correctly, it's an homage to an Art Adams piece. I love Art Adams' work, and it was a great pose of Wolverine as Weapon X in the Canadian wilderness. This is the precursor to the piece that I turned in. And this was actually the first one I did, maybe the second one I did with Kirby Crackle. And this is Baby Yoda and the Mandalorian. I started to become really, really big in into Kirby Crackle, and decided to use it as, demonstrating the Force. I really wish I had done this video while I still had the piece that I turned in. It was done on toned in tan paper. It's framed. Baby Yoda is riding in like a front harness. It's more of a 3/4 body on the Mandalorian. A lot more detail with the sun behind them, and Baby Yoda's holding his little cup, and he's kind of reaching out using the Force, and Mando's like pointing his gun straight at the viewer. And I kind of titled it, I wanted to do a word balloon that said, the kid wants a refill, don't make me ask twice, kind of thing. So all these, like I said, are up on my eBay page. The description will be, or the link will be in the description, along with the link to the event page. This, I really wish it had turned out better, but the quality of the sketch cover kind of forbade that. This is the Superior AOC quoting Rorschach from Watchmen. I'm not locked up in here with you. You're locked up in here with me. I love that quote. I love just being able to do that mashup. It's a fun book by itself, but when I saw these sketch covers, I had to do them. And as soon as I got this one, I bought a second blank and got a commission drawing AOC as Wonder Woman, which I thought was perfectly appropriate. Keeping with the Kirby Crackle, the man called Nova, this is when I started adding the Kirby Crackle, as you can see, into his chest plates were like sources of power, but then like carrying over the Crackle, it's not all just on the edges. Like you see it down here on his gauntlets, it's like coming three-dimensional. Like on some of the first ones I did, it was really behind everything. And you'll see on this next piece, it's kind of the same way. But this was a big, fun one for me. And this one might have actually come before the Nova one. Also done in December, this Captain Marvel on this Avengers cover from, kind of from the movie. When I draw women, I tend to do them very, very curvy. And my kind of joke was, I guess I can't draw a curvy Captain Marvel because Brie Larson, not super curvy, at least not in the Captain Marvel suit. But it's, less about that and more about the cheesecake factor. Also up on my eBay store. This I actually did the line art for several years ago, and when I saw it again, I was just like, I can fix this, and so I basically went over all the lines, again, with a brush pen. I added a ton, I colored it, I added a ton of Kirby crackle to it. Lockjaw. The only thing that really stayed the same was the word bubble wolf. But as you can see right here, there's a huge amount of Kirby crackle in black. That was actually where my signature was originally. But having done basically a redraw over the line art, I decided it was, I'd re-sign it, I'd get everything in there. And again, you can see the Kirby crackle in his eyes, which it just kind of made sense to me. And with his tuning fork and his teleportation, it really made sense. I believe I did the line art for this prior to working on the Lockjaw. But getting ready for the Black Widow movie coming up and hearing that Taskmaster is going to be one of the main villains, and he's one of my favorites as well. I did a Taskmaster on an Uncanny Avengers blank. That, I think I finished Wednesday or Thursday, I believe. Kind of a favorite of mine, but I kind of made him look a little bit like the Crimson Ghost, except I didn't do the knocked out teeth. I did that on a Mask of the Phantasm cover that I did a while back. This one I finished Saturday morning. I drew a rough sketch and started working on it at 2 or 3 in the morning, and then was just like, I don't want to mess this up. Went to bed, got up, started working on it, and finished it. Return of Wolverine #1, side head sketch. These profile pieces are a little bit more difficult for me, but with the rough that I drew up, the hair was a little bit more wild and extreme, but I wanted it to be a little more realistic. But my favorite parts of it are the side sneer, the fact that I did a little bit different with the nose, a lot of shading on it with the markers that I've been using. I really, really love them. And then just love how I got the detail with the mask coming off, and just layering on the colors really, really helped. So yeah, I do sketch covers, I do sketch cards. I'm actually working on a Wonder Woman right now that I'm going to do kind of a mashup on. So I'll show that once I'm finished, and I'll show some other sketch covers that I've done in the past and more that I'm bringing out. Be sure, if you're interested in any of my artwork or you want to commission me, you can always comment or message me through Facebook, through Gmail. Also, to let you know, the event link for the Charlie's event will be in the description as well. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. I go back to work this next week, and we're going to get those Bubba Patrol files back. Stay strong, everyone.